Hello and welcome. I'm Callie Nazuda, and this is I Matter.
I matter because I'm gaining knowledge to help better my life.
I matter because I help students open doors.
Strictly believe my purpose is to help out youth.
Mi nombre es Liana y sí importo, yo importo.
¿Por qué importas?
Porque formo parte de mi familia, porque
¿Y por qué importas a la futura?
porque quiero ser maestra y quiero ayudar a los jóvenes a que se superen ellos mismos.
¿Y qué es tu favorita parte de la escuela?
Mi favorita parte es aprender cada día, ser mejor, superarme a mí misma.
¿Y qué es que los chicos que vos, como en el futuro, que sean así?
Sí, quiero que no sean, ¿cómo explicar? Que no sean parte de esa sociedad que fuma, que bebe. Quiero que se superen ellos mismos y que tengan esa meta en su mente igual que yo, o mejor.
Today we have a very important guest, the Mayor of Nashville, Miss Megan Barry. Hello and welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
So, how was business today in the mayor's office?
Today in the mayor's office, we've already had a very busy day today. I've had several meetings with folks who want to come in and help do really great things for our city around financial literacy and helping folks get out of poverty. And I started my morning off this morning reading to kids at Carter Lawrence for a Book 'em Week, where we brought books in for the kids, and we were talking about lost crayons. So that was how I started my morning.
Is it hard being the mayor of Nashville?
Well, it's hard some days, but I get to get up every day and be part of this great city, and it's an amazing experience.
So, what's the hardest part?
The hardest part is that there's so many things to do that and you can't do them fast enough. So we have a great city, but we also have a lot of significant gaps for folks around transportation and housing and job equity. We want to make sure that we are moving as fast as we can. So that's the hardest part, is getting that momentum and moving fast.
Do you think maybe your family might be suffering due to your time here in the office?
So I'm actually at a really good point in my life. My child is grown. He's 22, so I'm not worried about trying to get him to where he needs to go. I have a very supportive husband who we've always been in places in our lives where we've had dual careers, and so that isn't different. And we figured out over 25 years how to make that work.
What's the most rewarding part?
The most rewarding part is that I get to interact with citizens and folks like you who care deeply about our city. You wouldn't be here asking these questions if you didn't want to make a difference, and I love that, and so that's the part I love the most.
So I know you do a lot with youth violence. What would you say to those teenagers involved in violence to convince them that they do matter?
Well, violence is never the answer, and what I don't want to see happen to our youth is for them to go down a path that is going to determine a trajectory for the rest of their lives. So if they're in a moment where violence seems to be the answer, I hope that they'll take a step back and say, this is not where I want to end up. There's a different road, and there always is a different road. Violence is never the right road.
What can people do to show teens that they do matter, other than words?
Well, I think that it's about action. So the adults in kids' lives need to be talking to them. I was talking to a minister recently where he said, the one thing that you should always do with a teen is to actually walk up and say, how are you doing? That's just a start, just the conversation. But for us, the approach for this administration is we're going to put 10,000 of our kids to work in paid, meaningful internships this summer. Kids aged 14 to 24, because we think they need those experiences to give them hope. We're going to have these 10,000 jobs. I'm going to need the kids to fill them. So please go to nashville.gov and you will see Opportunity Now, and the portal will allow you to sign up and connect directly to employers who want to hire you.
Should one person matter more than another?
No, I think we all matter. And I love that that's the conversation that you're having in your school about it doesn't matter if you are rich or poor or black or white or tall or skinny or in between. We all matter.
So, does everyone matter the same?
We all matter the same. We're all given something special inside each one of us, and I think the role of our life is to figure out what that great gift is so that you can give back.
What would you say if I asked you if you matter?
If I matter, that is kind of weird. Of course, I think I matter. I think I matter just like everybody else matters. I think you matter. I think we all can find that special piece of who we are inside, and then when we connect to that, we can give that back.
Why do you think you matter?
Why do I think I matter? I think I matter because I'm put in this position at this moment to help lead Nashville. And every day I get to make a difference in somebody else's life. And I try to get up every day and think about that responsibility and take it really seriously.
I know one of your topics is transportation.
Yes, and I'm impressed it's taken us this long to get to transportation. Usually it's the first thing people want to talk about.
Have you thought about a monorail? You know, like Disney has. I mean, it's cost effective, small footprint, it's electric.
So there have been lots of conversations about what kind of conveyance we should use, and I will definitely take that idea back to my transportation team who are working on this really complex issue and say, hey, have you thought about a monorail?
So, what has been your best day as mayor?
Well, every day is actually a really great day. Some days are harder than others, but like I said, I started my morning this morning with reading to kids. In a couple of hours, I'm headed over to a hockey game that our firefighters are playing to raise money for charity. And in the meantime, I get to think really hard and to make progress on transportation and housing and poverty and education and job growth. So every day is different, which makes it unique and interesting. But the best days are the next days and this day.
Thank you for watching I Matter. I'm Kylie Nazira.